Have you ever stood up from your chair only to feel your legs wobble like they can't carry you anymore? What if I told you it's not just aging, it's muscle loss, silently stealing your strength every single year after 60? By the time you're 80, the average person has lost nearly half the muscle they once had. That's not just a number, it's the difference between walking on your own or depending on someone else to help you stand. Most seniors think muscle strength fades because of age, but the truth is, 98% don't know about 7 cheap, high-protein foods that can rebuild muscle faster than any powder or pill. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, what's the hardest part for you right now? Climbing stairs, standing up from low chairs, or just walking longer distances? Your answer might help someone else realize they're not alone. Why muscle loss after 60 is so dangerous. Here's something most seniors don't hear often enough. After age 60, your body begins losing 1 to 2% of muscle every year. That might sound small, but over a decade, it adds up to losing nearly a fifth of your strength. And by 80, some people have lost almost half. This isn't just about having weaker arms or smaller legs. This is about independence. Think about it. Weak legs don't just make it harder to climb stairs, they raise your risk of falling. And 1 in 4 seniors over 65 falls every year. That's not just a stumble. It's often the start of a chain reaction that leads to broken hips, hospital stays, or losing the ability to live on your own. The CDC reports that 1 in 5 of those falls results in a serious injury. That's how quickly a small weakness can turn into a life-changing event. And here's the part that should give you pause. Muscle loss doesn't always announce itself loudly. It creeps in quietly. One day you notice you're pushing harder to get out of a chair. Another day, your legs feel heavy after a short walk. These are not just little inconveniences, they are warning signs. But here's the good news, and it's why you're here. Muscle loss is not inevitable. You can fight back. And you don't need expensive supplements or fancy gym memberships. The right foods, the right habits, and a little consistency can literally rewind years of lost strength. And today, I'll show you the cheapest, simplest proteins that can help you do exactly that. Tell me honestly in the comments, where do you notice muscle weakness most? Is it climbing stairs, standing up from low chairs, or just carrying groceries? Your story might help someone else watching right now realize they're not alone. The false belief: protein equals expensive powders. Walk down any supplement aisle today and you'll see shiny tubs of protein powder stacked like treasure. Bold labels promise muscle growth, recovery, or strength at any age. And the price tags? Often $40, $60, even $100 for a single container. For many seniors, that's simply not sustainable. And here's the kicker: those powders aren't always the miracle they claim to be. The fitness industry has spent billions convincing people that protein only counts if it comes in a powder or bar or drink endorsed by athletes. But what they don't tell you is that your body can absorb protein from simple, everyday foods just as well and often better. And those foods cost pennies per serving instead of dollars. Think about it. A scoop of protein might give you 20 grams of protein, but so do a couple of eggs, or a cup of Greek yogurt, or even a humble bowl of beans. The difference: you pay 5 cents per gram of protein from real food compared to 20 cents or more from a processed powder. Over a year, that's hundreds of dollars saved while still building the same muscle. And let's be honest, powders can taste chalky, some upset the stomach, many are packed with fillers and artificial sweeteners your body doesn't need. Why chase expensive labels when the real solution is sitting quietly in your grocery cart, waiting to be noticed? Let me ask you, have you ever bought protein powders or bars thinking they'd solve your muscle loss? Did you feel it worked, or did they just drain your wallet? Share your experience in the comments. You might save someone else from wasting money. The science of protein efficiency in seniors. Here's something most people don't talk about often enough. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using the protein we eat. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. It means that the same chicken breast or glass of milk that once gave your muscles everything they needed at 30 doesn't work quite as well at 65. Your muscles need a little more help, and the quality of your protein matters even more. Think of protein like building blocks. Every block is an amino acid, and your muscles can only repair and grow when they have the right ones in the right amounts. Foods like eggs, fish, dairy, and beans all bring different sets of building blocks. Some are complete, meaning they provide all the amino acids. Others need to be paired with a second food to give you the full picture. That's why variety is just as important as quantity. Here's where cheap foods shine. They don't just offer protein, they deliver it in forms your body can absorb and actually use. For example, the protein in tuna has an absorption rate of over 90%, even in adults over 70. Compare that to many powders, which can pass through without being fully absorbed. That's wasted money and wasted nutrition. And it's not just about muscles. High-quality, affordable proteins also come with extras. Iron, vitamin D, omega-3s, probiotics.
Nutrients act like helpers, making sure the protein is absorbed, inflammation is lowered, and your body stays in a state where building muscle is possible. Without them, even the best protein can fall short. The bottom line? Seniors don't need more expensive protein. They need smarter protein. Protein that works with the body, not against it. And the 7 foods I'll show you not only check that box, they also save money and add nutrients powders can't match. Quick question for you. How many grams of protein do you think you eat in a day? Do you track it or just guess? Drop your number in the comments and let's see who's getting close to what their body really needs. Food industry trap. Expensive proteins versus budget powerhouses. Have you noticed how every ad seems to push protein shakes, powders, or premium cuts of meat as the only way to stay strong after 60? It almost feels like the fitness industry has trained us to believe muscle equals money. Here's the truth. Many of these products cost 10 or 20 times more than simple foods you can buy at your local grocery store, and studies show they don't always work better. In fact, seniors often absorb protein from everyday foods more efficiently than from supplements. Let's put this in perspective. A tub of protein powder can cost $50 or more and only lasts a few weeks. But 1 carton of eggs at $2.50 gives you 72 grams of complete protein, plus vitamin D and choline, which powders can't match. A single can of sardines at just over $1 delivers more protein and omega-3s than a $30 supplement bottle. It's not just about cost. Supplements often miss the extra nutrients your muscles and bones need, like calcium, iron, and magnesium. Real food delivers protein, plus those extras that keep you steady on your feet and full of energy. So don't fall for the trap that strength comes from expensive tubs or fancy labels. Some of the best muscle builders are hiding in the budget aisle. And soon we'll start uncovering each one, beginning with a food most people overlook, but that can transform leg strength in just weeks. The silent threat of muscle loss after 60. Here's a hard truth. After age 50, your body starts losing about 1 to 2% of muscle mass every year. By the time you reach 80, that can add up to nearly 1/3 of your total strength gone. And the worst part? Most seniors don't notice it happening until it's already making daily life harder. Think about it. Climbing stairs feels heavier. Standing from a chair takes more effort. Carrying groceries suddenly feels like lifting weights at the gym. This slow, silent loss of strength is called sarcopenia, and it affects millions of people over 60. The fitness industry will tell you the solution is expensive powders, meat-heavy diets, or complicated workout programs. But here's the encouraging news. Research shows that what you eat matters just as much, and you don't have to spend a fortune to fight sarcopenia. In fact, seniors who consistently eat affordable, high-protein foods, not supplements, show stronger legs, better balance, and fewer hospital visits from falls. Muscle doesn't disappear because of age alone. It fades when your body doesn't get the right building blocks day after day. The key is making sure every meal has a reliable, usable source of protein. And the good news is, many of the best ones are hiding in your pantry already. Cheap, simple, and highly effective. Food industry myths versus reality. Now let's pause for a moment. Have you noticed how the food and fitness industry often tells seniors that the only way to stay strong is through expensive powders, premium meats, or fancy supplements? The shelves are packed with products that promise to rebuild muscle fast. But here's the truth. Most of them are overpriced and under-delivering. In fact, multiple studies have shown that seniors who rely on basic, whole food proteins often have equal or better strength than those buying costly supplements. Why? Because real food provides more than protein. It delivers minerals, healthy fats, and nutrients that powders strip away. For example, One scoop of protein powder can cost more than $2 and give you 20 grams of protein. Compare that to one can of tuna for $1 that delivers 22 grams of protein plus omega-3s for your heart and brain. Which do you think your body will actually use better? This is where marketing tricks play against seniors. Many companies know you want to stay strong and independent, so they sell you shiny packaging with big promises. But here's the encouraging news. You don't need to drain your wallet to fight muscle loss. The cheapest proteins often give you the most results. That's exactly why we're counting down 7 of the best high-protein foods that cost under $3 per serving, sometimes under $1. These foods are available at any regular grocery store, no matter where you live. And when you start adding them to your daily meals, you'll feel the difference in your strength, stamina, and energy. Food number 7, sardines. Let's kick off the countdown with one of the cheapest and most overlooked muscle-building foods you can buy, sardines. I know some of you are already wrinkling your nose, but hear me out, because this humble little fish might be one of the smartest choices for seniors who want to rebuild muscle on a budget. A single can of sardines, which costs about $1.25, gives you 23 grams of complete protein. That's the same high-quality protein you'd find in a $15 salmon fillet. But sardines don't stop at protein. They're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which help fight inflammation and slow down muscle breakdown, something that becomes more common after 60. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate small fatty fish, like sardines, twice a week lost significantly less muscle over time compared to those who didn't. They also maintained better grip strength and walking speed, two key
Markers of independence. Here's another hidden bonus. Sardines come with soft, edible bones that are rich in calcium, giving your muscles and bones a 1-2 punch of support. That's strength and stability for less than the price of a cup of coffee. And let's not forget convenience. Sardines are shelf-stable, ready to eat, and don't require cooking. You can mash them into avocado toast, mix them with scrambled eggs, toss them into pasta, or even blend them into a salad dressing. With that kind of flexibility, there's really no excuse not to give them a shot. Even if you're hesitant about the flavor, start small. Try them with a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of herbs. You might be surprised how quickly they grow on you, especially once you feel the difference in your energy and muscle strength. Food number 6, cottage cheese. Number 6 on our list is an old-school favorite that deserves a big comeback, cottage cheese. For just $2.50 per 16-ounce container, you get around 24 grams of protein per cup. That's cheaper, gram for gram, than almost any protein bar or powder you'll find on the shelf. Here's what makes cottage cheese special. It's packed with casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles for hours. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein, a problem called anabolic resistance. Casein helps overcome that by giving your muscles a steady stream of amino acids instead of one big spike that fades away. Think about it like this. Drinking water all at once leaves you thirsty later, but sipping slowly keeps you hydrated all day. Casein works the same way with protein. That's why it's especially powerful for seniors. Your muscles get a steady supply of what they need to rebuild and stay strong. Research backs this up. A study at McMaster University found that older adults who consumed casein before bed had measurable improvements in muscle growth and strength. Their muscles were literally rebuilding while they slept. And cottage cheese is more than just protein. It's rich in calcium, which supports strong bones, and it has healthy fats that help absorb vitamins like D and K, both crucial for muscle function. Best of all, it's versatile. Blend it into smoothies for creaminess, eat it with fresh berries for a snack, mix it with herbs as a savory dip, or swap it for ricotta in recipes. You can enjoy it sweet or savory, and it always delivers long-lasting fuel for your muscles. If you haven't had cottage cheese in years, give it another chance. Many seniors rediscover it and wonder why they ever stopped. It's simple, affordable, and surprisingly effective for keeping your strength up. Food number 5, lentils. At number 5, we have lentils. These little legumes might look humble, but they pack 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, all for under $1.50 per pound. That's one of the cheapest ways to fuel your muscles and rebuild strength without draining your wallet. What makes lentils unique is not just the protein, but the full package of nutrients they bring. They're rich in iron, fiber, B vitamins, and antioxidants.
Iron is especially important because even mild deficiencies can make you feel weak or tired before blood tests even show a problem. For seniors, that often means weakness in the legs, shortness of breath, or fatigue that's blamed on aging. Lentils can quietly correct that gap. Another reason they stand out, lentils are high in leucine, the amino acid that acts as the trigger for muscle protein synthesis. That means they don't just feed your body protein, they switch on the muscle-building process itself. Studies back this up. The Journal of Nutrition published research showing that older adults who regularly ate legumes, like lentils, maintained more muscle and performed better in strength tests compared to those who didn't. The anti-inflammatory compounds in lentils help create the right environment for muscle repair, reducing the low-grade inflammation that silently eats away at strength as we age. And let's not forget their fiber. A healthy gut is key for nutrient absorption. When your gut bacteria are well fed, your body can actually use more of the protein you eat. That makes lentils a double win, fuel for your muscles and better absorption of everything else on your plate. Cooking lentils is easy. Red lentils cook in about 20 minutes and melt into a creamy texture, perfect for soups if chewing is difficult. Green or brown lentils hold their shape and work great in salads or as a side dish. Add garlic, ginger, or turmeric while cooking to boost the anti-inflammatory benefits even more. For less than 20 cents per serving, lentils give you sustained energy, steady protein, and vital minerals, all in one simple, affordable food. Food number 4, canned tuna. At number 4, we have canned tuna. For just $1 per can, you get around 22 grams of complete, high-quality protein. That's the same amount of protein as fresh fish that can cost 10 times more. For seniors on a budget, tuna is one of the smartest and most affordable ways to rebuild muscle fast. Here's why tuna matters. As we age, our digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing protein. That means every gram counts. Tuna's protein is highly bioavailable, which simply means your body can break it down and use it very effectively. In fact, studies show seniors absorb fish protein better than many other sources, even at age 70 or older. Tuna is also naturally low in fat and calories, so you can build lean muscle without adding extra body fat. And because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, it supports strong legs, faster recovery, and improved endurance. The numbers don't lie. At less than 5 cents per gram of protein, tuna beats protein powders, protein bars, and expensive supplements that cost 10 to 20 times more for the same benefit. Now, let's talk safety. You've probably heard about mercury in tuna. The good news is that light canned tuna, the cheapest kind, is also the lowest in mercury. The FDA says it's safe to enjoy up to 12 ounces
a week. That's 3 to 4 cans spread across your meals, more than enough to give your muscles a steady supply of protein. And tuna isn't just protein, it's rich in selenium, an antioxidant mineral that supports muscle repair, and in vitamin B12, which fuels energy production in every cell of your body. It's also incredibly convenient. No cooking, no prep, just open the can and it's ready. Mix it with whole grain crackers for a snack, stir it into a salad, make tuna patties with egg and herbs, or keep it simple and eat it right out of the can with a squeeze of lemon. For seniors who struggle to get enough protein daily, canned tuna is a lifesaver. It's shelf-stable, cheap, and always ready when you are. Food number 3, eggs. Number 3 on our list is one of the most overlooked yet powerful foods for seniors, eggs. For about $2.50 a dozen, each egg delivers 6 grams of complete, high-quality protein. That means you're getting muscle-building fuel for around 20 cents per egg. You won't find a better deal anywhere in the protein aisle. What makes eggs so special isn't just the protein, but the quality of that protein. Eggs score the highest on the protein digestibility scale, which measures how much of the protein your body can actually use. For seniors, where absorption efficiency declines, this matters more than ever. With eggs, almost nothing goes to waste. And here's the kicker. Half of an egg's protein and most of its muscle-supporting nutrients are found in the yolk, not the white. That includes leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle growth, plus vitamin D, which directly supports muscle performance. In fact, a University of Illinois study showed that eating whole eggs led to 40% more muscle growth compared to eating egg whites alone. The yolk and white work together, creating a synergy powders and isolates can't match. Eggs also deliver choline, a nutrient that supports brain health and the mind-muscle connection, which is critical for balance and coordination as you age. Add in healthy fats that help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins, and you've got a compact food that's designed for strength and recovery.
And let's be clear, for most people, the idea that eggs raise cholesterol dangerously has been debunked. Current research shows that moderate egg consumption is safe for heart health in the vast majority of adults, especially when paired with a balanced diet. Best of all, eggs are versatile. You can hard-boil a batch for grab-and-go snacks, make omelets loaded with vegetables, poach them over whole grain toast, or scramble them with spinach. They fit into breakfast, lunch, or dinner without breaking your budget. For seniors aiming to rebuild lost strength, eggs aren't just affordable, they're essential. 2 eggs at breakfast and 1 at lunch or dinner gives you 18 grams of protein for less than $1. That's muscle fuel at a price no supplement can match. Food number 2. Greek yogurt. At number 2, we have Greek yogurt, one of the most effective and affordable protein foods for seniors looking to rebuild muscle. A 32-ounce container costs around $5 and delivers about 160 grams of protein. That works out to just 3 cents per gram, cheaper than most powders and far more nourishing. Here's what makes Greek yogurt unique. Unlike regular yogurt, it's strained, which concentrates the protein. Each cup gives you about 20 grams of protein, and here's the kicker. It has both whey and casein. That's a rare combination. Whey protein digests fast, delivering amino acids quickly to start muscle repair. Casein digests slowly, feeding your muscles for hours. Together, they create a 1-2 punch that keeps your muscles supported all day long. And there's more. Greek yogurt contains probiotics, the good bacteria that keep your gut healthy. Why does that matter? Because when your gut is in balance, you absorb more of the nutrients and protein you eat. A healthy gut literally makes your protein work harder for you. For seniors, that's the difference between food just filling your stomach or actually fueling your strength. Research from Tufts University found that older adults who ate Greek yogurt daily had higher muscle mass, better walking speed, and greater independence compared to those who didn't. In just 12 weeks, seniors improved leg strength simply by making yogurt a part of their routine. It's not just protein. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium for bones, B vitamins for energy, metabolism, and healthy fats that help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D. That makes it a complete package for seniors aiming to stay strong, steady, and active. The key is choosing the right kind. Skip the flavored or sweetened versions, which can be loaded with added sugar that triggers inflammation. Instead, go for plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. You can add your own fruit, nuts, or honey for flavor without the downside. The versatility is endless. Blend it into a smoothie with banana and spinach. Layer it with berries and oats for a parfait. Use it as a creamy base for dips, salad dressings, or even as a marinade for chicken. 1 cup at breakfast or as a snack gives you 20 grams of protein in the most delicious way possible. If you're over 60 and serious about muscle strength, Greek yogurt isn't just a snack. It's a daily tool to keep your legs moving, your energy steady, and your independence intact. Food number 1. Dried beans. Finally, at number 1, we have the champion of affordable muscle-building foods for seniors after 60. Black beans, kidney beans, navy beans, chickpeas, no matter which variety you choose, they're one of the cheapest and most powerful ways to support strength after 60. A single pound costs about $1.20, giving you nearly a dozen servings. That's less than 10 cents per serving for 15 grams of protein. But beans are more than just protein. They're a complete package of strength-supporting nutrients. You get complex carbohydrates for steady energy, fiber to support gut health, and minerals like magnesium and potassium that keep your muscles firing properly. For seniors,
Meal timing. Why protein at breakfast is non-negotiable. After 60, here's something that might surprise you. The most important meal for muscle growth after 60 isn't dinner, it's breakfast. Most seniors load up their protein at lunch or dinner. Think chicken, fish, or beans, but eat almost none in the morning. Maybe just coffee and toast. The problem is that by the time you finally get that big dose of protein, your body has gone nearly 15 hours without enough building blocks for muscle repair. That long gap leaves your muscles underfed, and when you're over 60, every missed opportunity to feed your muscles accelerates loss. Remember what we talked about with anabolic resistance? Older muscles need stronger, more consistent protein signals. Breakfast is the first and most crucial one. Studies from the University of Texas found that seniors who spread their protein evenly across 3 meals had 25 to 30% more muscle response compared to those who ate most of their protein at dinner. In plain words, the same total protein, but spaced out better, gave them stronger muscles. And here's the best part. It doesn't take much.
Just 25 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, about 2 eggs with Greek yogurt, or a cup of cottage cheese with fruit can flip on your body's muscle-building switch for the day. It's not about eating more food, it's about eating smarter, earlier. By giving your muscles the fuel they need at breakfast, you're telling your body, stay strong, keep repairing, and don't waste the day running on empty. The breakfast mistakes that silently block muscle growth. Now let's flip the coin and talk about what not to do, because the wrong breakfast can undo all your muscle-building efforts no matter how much protein you eat later in the day. One of the most common mistakes seniors make is starting the day with carbs alone. Toast and jam, a plain bagel, or even a muffin might give you quick energy, but they don't provide the protein your muscles desperately need after that long overnight fast. Another mistake is relying on sugary cereals. They may be marketed as whole grain or healthy, but many are loaded with hidden sugars that spike your blood sugar and then leave you feeling drained. Worse, that roller coaster effect encourages muscle breakdown instead of repair. And let's not forget skipping breakfast altogether. Many seniors do this, either out of habit or because they're not hungry. But going until noon without protein is like asking your body to keep running without gas. The result? More muscle loss, more fatigue, and less balance. Here's the truth. Your body isn't asking for fancy meals. It's asking for balance. A simple combo like eggs with vegetables or Greek yogurt with fruit is enough to set your muscles on the right track. Cheap, quick, and powerful. Remember, what you eat first thing sets the tone for the rest of the day. A protein-light breakfast keeps you weak, but a protein-strong breakfast makes every step steadier, every movement easier. How to build a $2 high-protein breakfast that beats any supplement. Here's the part most people love. You don't need expensive powders or $10 smoothies to start your day strong. You can actually build a high-protein breakfast for under $2 that outperforms most supplements on the market. Let's put this into practice. 2 eggs give you about 12 grams of complete protein, packed with leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle growth. Cost? About 40 cents. Now add half a cup of Greek yogurt. That's another 10 grams of protein, plus calcium for your bones and probiotics for gut health. Cost? Around 70 cents. Top it off with a sprinkle of chia seeds or pumpkin seeds. Just 1 tablespoon adds 3 to 5 grams of protein, along with magnesium and fiber to keep you full. Cost? Less than 50 cents. Total cost? Under $2. Total protein is roughly 25 grams, which is the magic number seniors need at each meal to overcome anabolic resistance. This one simple plate gives your body the fuel it needs to rebuild muscle all morning long. Compare that to a protein shake. Many powders cost $2 to $3 per scoop, and all they give you is isolated protein, no calcium, no healthy fats, no probiotics, no extra minerals. Whole foods win every time. And the best part? You can swap ingredients depending on what you have. Cottage cheese instead of yogurt, a slice of whole grain toast with avocado instead of seeds. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. The protein timing trick that doubles your results. Here's something few people realize. It's not just what you eat, but when you eat it. And for seniors, protein timing can actually make the difference between losing muscle and rebuilding it. Most people stack protein into one big meal, usually dinner, but your muscles can only use so much protein at once. Anything beyond that limit just gets burned as energy. The rest is wasted. Here's the trick. Instead of dumping 60 grams of protein into dinner, spread 25 to 30 grams across 3 meals. That way, every meal flips your body's muscle-building switch back on. Think of it like charging a phone. If you plug it in just once at night, you spend all day running on low battery. But if you give it a charge in the morning, again at lunch, and then again at dinner, your phone never runs out of power. Your muscles work the same way. Studies from McGill University and the University of Texas confirm this. Seniors who distributed protein evenly at meals had up to 40% greater muscle growth compared to those who loaded it all at dinner, even when the total protein for the day was the same. And here's the best part. This strategy doesn't cost extra. You don't need more food. You just need to rearrange how you eat it. An egg or 2 at breakfast, a cup of Greek yogurt or beans at lunch, and lean protein at dinner. Simple, powerful, effective. Why muscle means independence after 60. At this stage, let's step back and look at the big picture. Why do we focus so much on muscle anyway? For one simple reason. Muscle means independence. Think about the small things you do every day. Standing up from a chair, carrying groceries, walking up the stairs, even balancing while you shower. All of these depend on strong muscles in your legs, core, and arms. When muscle fades, those everyday tasks slowly turn into struggles. That's when falls happen. That's when mobility shrinks. That's when people start relying on walkers, canes, or even others just to get through the day. But here's the inspiring truth. Building and protecting muscle after 60 doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. Seniors who maintain muscle walk more confidently, recover faster from setbacks, and enjoy activities like gardening, traveling, playing with grandkids that bring real joy. Research confirms this. A long-term study from Harvard found that older adults with the most muscle mass had the lowest risk of losing independence even when other health problems existed. In fact, strong muscles were a stronger predictor of healthy aging than even body weight or cholesterol levels. And here's the best part. You don't need a gym membership or heavy weights. Just choosing the right affordable protein foods, staying consistent, and moving daily is enough to protect your independence. So now you've seen it. 7 affordable protein-rich foods that can help you rebuild strength, protect your independence, and save money all at once. We started with sardines and cottage cheese, moved through lentils and tuna, and finished with eggs, Greek yogurt, and beans. Each one proving that you don't need expensive powders or supplements to stay strong. What you need is consistency, balance, and smart choices. Here's the most important takeaway. Building muscle after 60 isn't about perfection. It's about daily decisions. Every can of beans you cook, every egg you crack, every spoon of Greek yogurt you enjoy is another brick in the foundation of your strength and independence. And remember, it's not just about muscles. These foods protect your bones, support your memory, fuel your energy, and keep you doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, walking, traveling, or playing with your grandkids. So don't let price tags or flashy labels fool you. Some of the best foods for your health are also the cheapest. You just need to know where to look, and now you do. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 foods are already part of your routine, and which ones will you add this week? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every one, and your story might inspire someone else to take their first step. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It really supports the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another tip designed to help you live stronger, longer, and healthier without breaking the bank. You deserve strength. You deserve energy. You deserve independence. And it all starts with the simple, affordable foods you put on your plate.